Jinger Vuolo vows not to shelter daughters Felicity and Evangeline. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Former Counting On star and Duggar daughter Jinger Vuolo has vowed not to shelter her daughters Felicity and Evangeline. She is speaking out about her own childhood and how she's chosen to raise her kids. Keep reading for all of the details. This week, People released an exclusive interview with Jinger ahead of the release of her new memoir titled Becoming Free Indeed. It hits shelves on January 31, 2023, but is available for pre-order now. In the interview, the former TLC star shared her thoughts on many topics, from her religious reconstruction to how she's raising her daughters, Felicity, 4, and Evangeline, 2. She promised not to shelter her daughters and explained what life is like in Los Angeles, California. In her exclusive interview with People, Jinger said, "I love the hustle and bustle, the variety of cultures that are here. It's just really sweet to be in such an awesome, busy place. And for our girls to be here as well is just so sweet." She added that she liked growing up in Arkansas, but sees the value in raising her daughters elsewhere. She loves being in a place where I think our girls will be able to see so many different backgrounds and perspectives on life. Jinger Vuolo explained, "That's something that I think is so healthy for us, for our kids to be in a place where I'm not sheltering them from other perspectives on life. That's not what the Word of God says to do, and that's not who you're supposed to be as people." She went on to say how important it is to demonstrate Christ-like love to those around her and for her daughters to learn to do the same. Former Counting On star mentions kids' privacy on social media. If you follow Jeremy and Jinger Vuolo on Instagram, you know that they no longer post photos of their daughters' faces. They've opted to give them more privacy, especially at such young ages. In her latest interview, Jinger mentioned this decision and said she wants her kids to have the freedom to choose whether they want to be in the public eye. Below, you can see the typical pictures Jinger Vuolo shares of her daughters these days. She seems to be doing well for herself based on what she shared in the interview. Hopefully, her book will be a success. So, what do you think of Jinger Vuolo's decision to raise her kids in Los Angeles to make sure they don't grow up sheltered? Are you proud of how much she has grown? Will you be reading Becoming Free Indeed? Sound off in the comments section below, and come back to TV Shows Ace for more news about the Duggar family. Below, you can watch the People interview video. Jinger Vuolo vows not to shelter daughters Felicity and Evangeline. Jinger Vuolo, the outspoken and thoughtful member of the Duggar family, has recently made waves by vowing not to shelter her two young daughters, Felicity and Evangeline, in the same way she was raised. Known for her more progressive views compared to her conservative upbringing, Jinger is committed to raising her daughters with a blend of freedom, autonomy, and openness, allowing them to experience the world in ways that she felt were restricted during her childhood. In an era where many parents are increasingly open about the need to adjust traditional parenting methods, Jinger has become an example of how one can challenge the norms while still maintaining deep family values. In her recent interviews and social media posts, Jinger has been vocal about her desire to give her daughters the freedom to make their own choices and navigate life on their terms, rather than following the strict and sheltered rules that defined her early years. Jinger's upbringing in the Duggar family was one rooted in rigorous rules and conservative beliefs. Her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, implemented strict guidelines regarding how their children could dress, interact with others, and even the media they consumed. For Jinger, this sheltered environment created a sense of safety, but it also led her to feel stifled at times, unable to fully explore her own thoughts and desires. Now that she has her own children, Jinger is determined not to replicate the same restrictions in her parenting style. "My biggest goal as a mother is to raise my daughters with a sense of independence and self-confidence," Jinger shared in a recent blog post. "I want them to grow up knowing they can think for themselves, make their own decisions, and explore the world without fear of being judged or held back. I don't want them to feel confined by the same walls I once felt." Jinger's commitment to not sheltering her daughters is a reflection of her journey towards self-discovery and growth. Since marrying Jeremy Vuolo and moving to California, Jinger has experienced a newfound sense of freedom, allowing her to embrace different perspectives and break away from some of the more traditional practices she grew up with. As a result, she is more determined than ever to ensure that her daughters have the tools they need to make informed decisions, understand the world around them, and pursue their own paths. One of the most significant ways Jinger is raising her daughters differently is by encouraging them to engage with the world in a balanced, open-minded way. While she continues to emphasize the importance of faith and family, Jinger is keen on exposing her daughters to a variety of experiences, including different cultures, perspectives, and lifestyles. Whether it's through travel, education, or simply engaging in open conversations, Jinger wants Felicity and Evangeline to know that the world is vast and full of possibilities. Jinger has also been vocal about teaching her daughters how to express themselves, both emotionally and intellectually. In a world where many women are still discouraged from speaking their minds, Jinger wants her daughters to feel empowered to use their voices and stand up for themselves, while still respecting the beliefs and values of others. Though Jinger's approach may be seen as unconventional by some of her relatives, who have held steadfast to more traditional methods of raising children, she is unwavering in her desire to break free from the constraints of her past. She hopes to create a nurturing environment where Felicity and Evangeline can thrive, explore their identities, and grow into strong, confident women. "I want my daughters to feel free to be who they are," Jinger says. "I want them to know that they don't have to fit into anyone's mold but their own. They are enough just as they are." In a world where the definition of family and parenting is constantly evolving, Jinger Vuolo's commitment to raising her daughters with openness, autonomy, and confidence serves as a refreshing reminder that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to motherhood. Through her honesty and dedication to providing her children with a world of possibilities, Jinger is creating a path for Felicity and Evangeline that allows them to live fully, without fear of judgment or limitation. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Reality TV 24 channel and stay with us.